I watched a dude last night talking, and it was just him. He was a taxidermist.
Yeah.
And one of the things he said, and it was kind of funny because he had like the worst haircut anybody had ever seen, was just that taxidermists are like the barbers of the hunting like lifestyle, where think of like a barber or a beauty shop where like you go and sit down and you gossip and everyone gets their like, oh well, I did this and I did that, and oh my god, my son is beating his dog or something. I don't know, like you hear all those shitty stories.
Red rocket, rocket.
Red rocket. But so his thing was that like as a taxidermist, when people bring in their fucking things like stuff, this dead mongoose that I shot in the face, that it's like, oh well, one time this happened and one time that happened, and he had all these crazy stories and had talked about how he had seen like a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch. And the one thing that he always says with hunters is like, hunters, they're not lying when they'll tell you, like, they'll never tell you what they saw, but they can tell you what they didn't see. Because like they see, so it's like, I don't know what it was, but I know it wasn't a bear.
Yeah, for this
right?
reason,
like
that reason, this reason, yeah.
I've seen bears, I've shot them, I've carried them on my back, I've slept in them when it got cold. Like, that was no bear.
It's fucking hot.
Yeah, pulled a Leo and just fucking slept in Baloo last night. But, so...
It's good to minus 20.
Some of that stuff I find really interesting, and, like, this one, like, this guy had actually made to size Bigfoot, Sasquatch.
Okay.
Am I like are we calling is Bigfoot like a derogatory term?
Is it? Like it's
I don't know. Like I feel like the more I say
it would be a race, right? If it exists, it'd be a race.
Yeah, and
where does Sasquatch come from? Where did that name come from?
That's it's got to be Aboriginal of some
kind. Then discount it.
Yeah. I know you don't ever trust them. What do you guys call that? Call them fucking Sasquatch.
They call them crazy bears.
Yeah,
crazy bears. That's what they
call them. Crazy bears.
Yeah.
All right, so crazy bears. But so he made a life-size crazy bear from the dimensions.
Super cuddly.
From the dimensions of the Roger Patterson video, which I guess we should touch on at some point, right? Like the world famous first ever. Are you guys
related to that?
Yeah,
fucking
probably. He seemed like a real shady motherfucker, so I wouldn't be surprised.
He seemed legit to me, so yeah.
Yeah, but so I guess the guy like took the video and got measurements for it and made this like taxidermy Bigfoot crazy honey bear that's in his fucking studio. And he shows it to people, and like he's like, I can tell by people's reactions who's telling the truth from who's not telling the truth, because like sometimes they see it. And this one guy told him a story about how he was hunting. Bullshit. He was like a young boy. He was like 14 at the time and had a rifle and was like going for a walk. I think it was I think they're from Alberta. This guy is based out of, but.
Clearly.
He was walking through the bushes like up this river, and on the other side of the river heard this crazy like howl whale, and looked over, and this fucking honey bear was like running at him.
Crazy bear.
Full bore. Crazy bear.
Crazy bear.
And like screaming and yelling, and like ran through the water towards him, and he shot it. And it like took off the other way kind of thing. But this guy, he said, was like when he saw the taxidermy honey bear, like it was like
crazy bear.
Crazy bear.
I'd like it to be sweeter than crazy, but he was like
that sounds derogatory. That's like calling a woman
a chick.
I don't know, a chick. Yeah, exactly. You're calling the crazy bear the honey bear. You're sexualizing it.
Yeah.
2018, bud.
2018. Crazy bear.
Crazy bear.
Yeah, don't sexualize that shit.
So what are we calling them? Honey bears?
Crazy bear.
No!
Crazy bears.